back to you, Mom.
Thanks, Cheryl. So a look at the start of the first round. The man to catch, Dirk Nowitzki of the Dallas Mavericks. He's on top with 18, followed by Ray Allen and Terry Porter. Back with more in a moment.
Down, it was NBA legend George Gervin who was able to sink the money ball. Make a collect call and your dreams could come true. 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls. Same low rate every minute, everywhere.
I'll look back at the 1998 three-point shootout at Madison Square Garden in New York, won by Jeff Hornacek of the Utah Jazz. Coming out the winners, kids Ryan and Tyler at his side. So he is the defending champion with a three-round score of 48 at the All-Star Weekend in New York. And earlier tonight, it was Jeff Hornacek combining with Natalie Williams of the WNBA Utah Stars to win the two-ball competition. And daughter Abby joining Ryan and Tyler to celebrate the victory as we head to the final stages of our first round. As you see, Dirk Nowitzki of the Mavericks is on top with 18 points. And here is Bobby Sura of the Cleveland Cavaliers, bothered by a toe injury recently, but he's been hot from downtown as of late. 13 of his last 29 for 45%.
Well, Bobby, the knock on him has been his three-point shooting ability, and he really hasn't got off to a good start. She had a great training camp and beat out another great player in Wesley Person, but he's really struggling right now.
Well, he has taken the second most number of three-pointers out here. We mentioned Ray Allen had taken the most. Sura has taken 222. Bob doesn't really jump high on his shot normally. He just gets off the ground a little bit, tries to keep a good base, good balance when he shoots it.
He shoots it off his right ear, kind of flings it up there. He's having a tough time out there.
Well, he missed his first 10 shots, and it has not gotten much better for Bobby Sura.
He kind of gets going into streaks during the course of the season. When he's feeling good and in a good rhythm, he can knock out 4 or 5 in a row on you and hurt you during his game.
He never had a good shooting coach, did he, Mike?
I wasn't in charge of that at the time. I'm sorry.
Well, Bobby averaging 15.5 points per game this season, but only 9 here in the shootout. He did hit his last 5 to get to the total of 9.
He got hot.
Let's go to Craig.
Well, Bob, he got off to a bad start, missed a lot. If it's any consolation, Danny Ainge says the athletes never win this thing anyway. You've been in the slam dunk, and he considers you an athlete.
That's good. That's a good compliment there, but started off a little bit too cold. Got hot over here in the last 2 racks, but just wasn't enough. I had a good time.
You've done all the events: rookie game, slam dunk, long distance shootout. What does it mean to you to play in all these things?
It's exciting to be a part of it all, and just tells me I got a lot of versatility in my basketball game. Able to do a lot of things. It's been fun.
As you check out the leaderboard, Hubert Davis of the Dallas Mavericks in his 8th season out of North Carolina finished 2nd in the shootout to Jeff Hornacek in New York a couple of years ago. Leads the NBA from three-point territory just under 53%.
Think about it. He's shooting almost 53% from the three-point line. Shaquille O'Neal leads the league in field goal percentage, regular field goal percentage at 57%. The 5th best guy in the league, 52%. Vitaly Potapenko. This guy can really shoot the ball. He runs around, so he takes it off on his right-hand side each time, Dan. He doesn't want to pull it across his body. He goes strong side on the rack.
Yeah, and, you know, he's getting hot right now. Talk about a hired gun. This guy's heard us many times in my coaching time in Phoenix.
Well, Hubert Davis is 4th all-time in three-point shooting, on fire right now.
Shots are falling a little bit short. Start not to extend the arm all the way. That's fatigue setting in.
Out of the final money ball and concludes at 14. So he did have that one good streak. He hit 7 in a row. And it is still Dirk Nowitzki as the man to catch. Let's go over to Reggie Theus with Michael Keaton.
That's right. I'm over here. Big fan of the shootout. Michael, we're just talking about him. Who's your favorite here in the shootout?
Before it started or now?
Right now.
I'm liking the German from Dallas. That's who I'm liking. I'm liking Nowitzki, but I really thought it was going to be Iverson early on, or Terry Porter, but I thought Iverson might just kick everybody's butt.
Are you going to come to the dunk contest? Who's your favorite in the dunk contest?
Yeah, I'm liking Vince Carter a lot in that one. But I think it's his cousin who plays with him. Isn't he his cousin? Plays with him, looks awfully sweet too. And I think it's Vince.
All right, we'll see. Vince Carter. All right, guys. You heard it from over here.
All right, Reggie, Michael Keaton referring to Vince Carter's cousin, Tracy McGrady. Michael following those Raptors, obviously. As we look at Mike Bibby of the Vancouver Grizzlies. Busy day for Mike, who took part of the Schick Rookie Challenge as one of last year's rookies.
I think it's imperative that Mike get off to a good start, being his first time in this contest. Get the nerves out, get a few balls to fall.
I asked him how he prepared for it, and he said, you know, I think I actually did a little bit too much shooting. He said, it started to throw my shot off. He said, shooting off the rack was very unusual. He said, it took a while to try and get adjusted to it.
Mike Bibby shooting 38% from three-point land during the regular season. He's more than doubled his three-point output from a year ago.
But Dan, you liked the way he warmed up. You thought in warm-ups he was really knocking them down. You were concerned that he had to sit so long.
I watched this kid play in high school, and he's a shooter. You know, he's a great point guard, but he is really a terrific shooter. I think that was one of the strengths coming out. And he's been playing a lot more aggressive lately, looking for his offense under Lionel Hollins.
He's got plenty of time to get this last rack in. He needs to take his time and make a couple of these down the stretch.
Mike Bibby of the Grizzlies finishes with a 15. Bibby had the one hot stretch, did connect on 5 in a row. Remember, the top 3 scores advance to the finals.
Mike Bibby's got a beautiful stroke, like we said. The three-point shot, younger guys have a little bit more difficult time getting adjusted. Looks like he's kind of pushing it up with his arms a lot there, but very good performance for first time in the contest.
He almost has a contradictory motion. His body seems to pull away a little bit as the arm extends, so he's not getting everything into that shot.
And we are down to the defending champion, Jeff Hornacek. As we mentioned, a winner earlier today in the 2-ball competition. Jeff Hornacek had one stretch in the 94-95 season, hit 11 straight threes without a miss. That tied an NBA record.
And Hornacek decides to start at this end of the floor on the right side, which is different from everyone else. Right-handed shooter, keeps the rack on his right side. After this first rack, we'll see if he runs around to the other side.
Well, that's because he shoots going right. The scouting report on Horny is going right. And the main thing is taking that ball off that right rack. We'll see if he does it with every rack, because some guys have been switching.
Now, he looked a little fatigued at the end of that 2-ball competition, so that'll be another factor here.
Andy, you look at it, taking part of the 2-ball as a plus or a minus?
I think it's a plus. I think any sort of competition you can do, even the rookie game, they weren't playing any defense, so they shouldn't be too tired.
He's got it going right now.
What a sensational shooter, Jeff Hornacek, who at the foul line is at 97% this season, leading the NBA.
This guy's one of the great shooters that's ever lived.
That second shot, he tried to put a little more arc on it because he knew the first one had fallen short by a good bit.
Out of the final rack. And again, catches fire. Jeff Hornacek with the money ball off the mark. But a good job. That'll put him in the finals. Jeff Hornacek finished with a 17.
Right about here is where he starts to feel that he's got it going. He had made the last 2 for the previous rack. Now he starts to string them out.
Jeff Hornacek with a
You know what? You said you were fatigued, but you got a lot of energy up there, Jeff.
Well, I didn't get them all off. I had to rush those last 4 to just get them up there, but I am going to have to pick up the pace next round.
Having a chance to look at the competition. Who's the main competition over here on the bench?
I don't know, the way they were shooting them, Hubert and I were the ones in it last time, and the first scores were 12, 13. These guys 15, 16, 17, so